friends, welcome back to Texas Family Life. My name is Kristy. I'm a mama of 7 with baby number 8 on the way. And I have a diaper bag full of stuff. So I have converted to a backpack. It's not even like a purse anymore. I'm going to share with you what I, as a mom of 7, almost always have in my backpack. I'm going to show you what the essentials are, what I love to have in here, and then I'll share with you what things that I wish I kept in my backpack more often. So first things first is you need a backpack with lots of pockets. You need different places to store things. This backpack, I love it. I'll have to find where I got it from and I'll link it below. But this is one I searched for, and it's one that also, one of my good friends in Louisiana has a similar one. And then I saw someone at church with one, and it's like, I looked for so long for a good backpack and everyone still has it. So it's really funny, and that just like kind of proves to how great this backpack is. I love it. I love all the pockets, and there's just so many features to this backpack that I love. I've been using these clips right here specifically to clip my backpack onto my stroller because it does get heavy. So first things first, I always have my keys linked on this part of my backpack. They're easy to get off for me with one hand. I can reach behind and unclip it and get my keys off with one hand instead of having to search for them. And so before I get out of my car, I clip my keys on, and then I always know where my keys are. These side pockets are a little bit of a mystery. I have this wallet. That was my husband's. It is completely empty. I have my other wallet somewhere. It's a lot bigger, but it had a bunch of cards in it and things like that that I didn't need. And so I kind of switched over to my other backpack. So here's all the cards that I have. They're supposed to be in here. I always keep my cards and a little bit of cash in my backpack. So of course I have lots of trash in my backpack. I went to the zoo with my friend and they gave me this to change my password. But so this is also kind of like a midweek makeover. Welcome, it is Wednesday. So I'm gonna be also making a pile of trash stuff that I don't need in my backpack, because we all need to go through our purses and our backpacks and get rid of things we don't need. This is just like the junky part. Then there's things like in a mom's backpack, you don't really know how to get there. So I'm just pulling things out little by little. I have some coins and some random cash. Oh, I have a St. Anthony medal I thought I lost. It was just in the pocket. So I'll go ahead and put it back on my backpack. St. Anthony is the patron saint of lost things. So he is one that I tend to turn to when I lose something, to ask him to intercede for me and pray for me that I find whatever I need. So now I'm gonna show y'all what exactly is in my backpack, and we're gonna open it up and be very honest. First things first, I have some homemade wipies and a pack of regular wipies. I always keep these here. This is my diaper section of my backpack. Right now I only have 1 diaper in here, but I typically keep 4 or 5 in here. And then there's always something from church. We have missals, and if my kids chew on these and ruin them, I tend to take them, but this is just prayers from our church so you can follow along. And I enjoy having this in my backpack just in case I need it. We are a little bit of preppers, or people that like to get ready for things. So in this backpack, I have this. If something happens and I have to start walking home, I can throw this over my backpack. And it not only gives me visibility, but also protects my backpack from rain or anything like that. I also have lots of trash bags in here for diapers, or if a kid gets their outfit wet, I can just put it in one of these. And more church missiles. I keep a box of Band-Aids, or at least a few Band-Aids in my backpack. You know, kids are always getting hurt. I was actually out of Band-Aids the other day when I was at the grocery store with my neighbor, and she got hurt, and she's elderly. She got a cut, and I felt so bad because I'm like, I always have Band-Aids in my backpack, and I didn't have one for her. So highly recommend Band-Aids. If your kids aren't prone to getting hurt, then someone's kids will be, and it's so nice to be able to be like, oh, I got this. Here's a Band-Aid. So this, like I said, they're very hard to open, but these ones glow in the dark. And so we have big Band-Aids and small Band-Aids. And so those are great to have. Something I do wish I had in here was some maybe antibiotic ointment or some spray, but this will suffice. As I said, we are a little bit of preppers. We've kind of grown out of the movement a little bit. But this is a very special thing that my husband made. So this is an Altoids tin. Inside of it, we have some antiseptic wipes, a little lighter, a little multi-tool, a Swiss Army knife. This is actually a light. I don't even know if this stuff works anymore because I haven't been through it in a long time. This used to light up, so it'd be like a little light, a lighter, a little pen, some Band-Aids, and some safety pins. And so it's just a good little emergency kit to have on hand. And if I remember correctly, I think my husband said this rubber band catches fire pretty easily, and so it helps to start a fire. I've got 2 of these in my backpack. And then I also have a nice little Catholic kit on the go. So this is a prayer box that a friend at church gave me. And so it's got a little bit of holy water. It has a little finger rosary, so it has the 10 beads on it. A miraculous medal that's been blessed, and then a little sheet with some prayers on it. It's got the Our Father, the Hail Mary, and the Glory Be, just in case you need help remembering those. So this is a cute little thing to have if you're traveling, just to have on hand, just in case. You never know what you need. It's so nice to like separate everything into different pockets. In this pocket, I've got some deodorant. I don't recommend this kind of deodorant, but it's like an emergency. I stink, so I need some deodorant. So that's what I use for that. Ooh, I've got a lollipop, a free car wash, and my daughter's EpiPen. I have a daughter who had a terrible allergic reaction to shrimp when she was maybe 3. So she ate the shrimp for dinner. It was the first time she'd ever had shrimp, and she ate a lot of it. She loved it. And it's the first time I'd ever made shrimp. I woke up in the middle of the night hearing her make a funny noise, which was a huge miracle just on its own. But so I went up there and she was like, and her face was so big and swollen, and her arms and hands were swollen, and she was having an allergic reaction like hours later to this shrimp. It was terrifying, and because we called the paramedics and they're like, we'll be there in 30 minutes, and we're like, you need to come now. So we did our best to keep her calm because she was crying because she couldn't breathe. And it was all very scary. So we've had her tested more recently. She's 7 now. And they said that it didn't look like she was allergic to shrimp and we could try again. So we always kind of joke about like, we'll take you to the emergency room parking lot and feed you some shrimp, and that way that we're there, you know, if you have an allergic reaction. But so this is actually about to expire, and we're not going to renew them, but we are going to go ahead and see eventually if she really is allergic. She hasn't had any other issues ever, and sometimes weird things like that just kind of happen, but it's better to play it safe than sorry. So I keep that in my backpack, and then I have one in my pantry, and a rosary. It's always good to have a rosary on you. So that's it for the middle pockets. I'm going to go on to the next pocket. I keep some spare clothes in, so I have an outfit for each twin. I have a pair of Maricela pants because she's most likely to like leak through her diaper. I don't keep full outfits in here, but I do plan to in my car, but these are good for them. And then I keep an extra pair of undies for Owen and for the girls, just in case we need it. This pocket is not very well loved. I keep another clip. I have a bunch of these. This one is cool because it can like hook onto different things. So this one is so I can hang on my backpack. So I can hang this up. This one I don't know what it's for. Sometimes I give it to the babies just to entertain them during things that they need entertaining for. I have feminine stuff, even though I almost never need them, but it's good to have on hand in case somebody else needs it. And then I also keep snacks in this bag. So these are some fruit snacks, and these, I have a daughter watching now. These are not just for snacks. These are for like if we ever get extremely hungry, if I have them out past lunchtime and I want to give them a little snack, or if we've been grocery shopping and they behaved extra well, then I can reward them with these. These are the dye-free snacks. Can you see it in the video? So hopefully I'm never tempted to eat them myself because I do love fruit snacks. They are just so good. So that's what we keep in here. And that's about it for that. This bag, I have my book. This is my favorite prayer book, Mother Love. And it has so many wonderful things in it. The Stations of the Cross, and how to pray for your children as a mother.
And the Angelus.
And the Angelus. Oh, the Angelus is a big one. I've shown y'all that we pray the Angelus. So many good prayers. I highly recommend this book if you're a Christian mother. It is just a beautiful book, and I wish I could buy 100 copies and give them to everybody I know. It is seriously my favorite book. And then I've got a little notebook. I had a pen in here. I have this pen that goes in here as well. But this is just a book to have on hand if I need to write anything. This little pocket. So I highly recommend having something that you can write in. This front pocket is where I keep baby bottles, which I'm not going to need, hopefully, anymore very soon. But it's got these insulated pockets, which I highly recommend a backpack with insulated pockets. And then in one of these pockets, I have a whole handful of miraculous medals that have been blessed, and I'm not sure why they're in my backpack. But I keep them here just in case I need them, and some St. Benedict medals as well. I've got a little baby Jesus. I always keep a little bitty baby deodorant, or it looks like deodorant, a little bitty baby sunscreen. Benny's very sensitive, so it just goes on and you rub it in, and it's something that's just easy and compact to have in here at any time. A little toothpaste just in case. This is my coin purse, which I do use often, and I just keep coins in it, and a chapstick for me. So that's about it for what I keep in my diaper bag. As I said, there are many things that I wish I kept in my diaper bag. I don't keep a changing pad in my diaper bag. If I need my changing pad, it's in the car. So there are a lot of times I change babies like in the car, on my seat. And so I use it then, especially with like the blowouts. But like at church and anywhere else we go, there's usually a changing table or a changing pad. And so as a mom of 7, like I'm past the point of like being a super clean freak. Like I've had to learn to let a lot go and to be okay with some things being a little bit messy. Before we leave the house, I'm always like, all right, we need 4 diapers. And so I load up the diapers. But then sometimes if I'm here at home and the diaper bag's closer, I just grab a diaper out of there instead of out of the bathroom. There's just so many things that I keep in my car, because if I'm near my car, I don't need it. So I keep like some formula in the car for the babies and a bottle of water. So drop in the comments below what your like #1 thing is that you keep in your purse or your diaper bag that you keep on you at all times. I would love to know like what is essential for you, whether you're a mother, a grandmother, or you don't have children at all, but like what is one thing you do not leave without. And I'm very pleased with like how clean my backpack was. But if you've been watching my videos, I think it was like 2 months ago, I washed my backpack and I pulled a lot of junk out of there, like a lot of receipts and a lot of papers. So it's not always this clean. And I honestly did not touch the backpack before I made this video. This is just exactly what it looked like. But it's a lot of stuff. I keep the wipes at all times. That is my like #1 thing is wipes. If I get somewhere and I don't have wipes, that's where I'm like, oh no, no wipes. And whether they're homemade or not. I don't keep extra clothes for me in my backpack. Kids have thrown up on me. Kids have spit up on me. Like just the other day in church, my baby spit up on me. And it's just one of those things where you like wipe it off, and what are you gonna do? If I changed my clothes every time I got something from a kid on me, like I would fly through outfits more than I already do. So I don't bother with that. I do always keep a diaper cloth in my backpack. That was not here, but that's one of the bonuses of having a little baby outfit in there, because you can pull that out and use it and just remember to wash it. So if you couldn't tell, I'm not super like, I'm prepared, but I'm minimalist, but I'm not very minimalist because I have a lot of stuff in my backpack, but at the same time, like it's not crazy. So that's what I have in my diaper bag. If you've ever wondered or wondering what you should carry in yours, let me know in the comments below what you were surprised to see in my bag, or what you're surprised not to see in my bag. I have a feeling y'all are gonna comment and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Snacks for me would be an amazing idea, but they would get eaten right away. So I don't have a lot of self-control when it comes to eating things. I love snacking, I love it. So I'd be like, oh, I'm so hungry, I need to eat this now. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of insight of like what I keep with me at all times and why. And I hope that you'll share, like I said, what you have in your bag that you feel like you could not live without having it in there. I hope you have a blessed rest of your week, and I can't wait to see y'all again soon. Bye, guys.